Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Let's talk about Andy Murray. He's 37 years old. He's retiring from tennis. He's been called Britain's greatest sports person. He's a lovely, lovely man. And part of his backstory is he was 8 years old and his brother was 10 when they were at the school in Dunblane.
That's right, the massacre.
The massacre. So as an article said that I read this week, he didn't put Dunblane on the map. Dunblane was already on the map for the worst of possible reasons. 16 children killed when a gunman went through the class. Andy Murray's family knew the gunman. What do you have to do to put something
on the map if that's the case?
Andy Murray's family knew the gunman. He'd been in their car. I think he'd been one of the local kind of people who helped out in various sports events and stuff. So for the town of Dunblane, Andy Murray's success has been extraordinary in healing them, I think. So here he is at 37, retiring. This was his last Wimbledon. He is much, much loved. So there were huge emotional scenes. Mum was there, his brother was there, lots of other sporting heroes were there to wish him well. And he made a beautiful speech, but he saved the words about his wife till the end.
We met over in New York for the first time, went out for dinner there at the US Open. I asked her for her email address. I don't think that's a normal thing to do. And she came along to actually watch the first match she came to watch with me live was at the US Open, and I vomited twice in that match. Once right in front of where she was sitting. I then stood up and vomited on my opponent's racket bag. And she still seemed to like me, so I knew she was a keeper after that.
I love those words. I knew she was a keeper.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got a similar thing. Well, this is what Harley must have thought about me. Just in the early days, you know how you're so overexcited. And my father had been overseas and had a bottle of Zambuca.
Mm-hmm.
And I drank. I don't even like it. It's sort of like aniseed, isn't it? Yeah. That taste. Hate it. I hated it then. I can't stand the smell of it now. I had too much of it and I spewed and winged Harley's gym bag. And he still talks about that.
And this was in the early days?
This is probably the first week.
Oh.
So, I knew he was a keeper, that he would put up with that. That he just goes, yeah, that's par for the course. I've never done that again in front of him. But then, dreadful, week one.
I worked with a guy once and we're in Brisbane and he met this girl. They were on a date on the night. We're at the Treasury Casino. She got so smashed, she disappeared. We couldn't find her anywhere. And we're looking around for her. And then outside the Treasury Casino, there's these planter boxes. She was bent over the planter box, just throwing up, but in the most unladylike position. And I said, I think that's your girlfriend. I think that's your date, as it were. And he said, how do you tell? Can you even tell? So he had to lift her up. They're still together to this day. That was back in the 90s.
See, I love that. That's a meet cute.
We talk about that all the time.